floating past the border, international waters, sovereign state. Offshore, zero tax, zero friction, fully liquid, fully free. Wheezy, take it out to deep water. Sailing through the offshore breeze, moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, offshore, tax-free status on a private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score. Zero friction when we stepping through the door. Offshore, offshore, floating out of rain. Liquid assets moving through the global chain. Offshore, offshore, island sovereign power, stacking up the equity every single hour. Yeah, anchor dropped out in the Cayman Bay, sipping coconut water while they display. No jurisdiction on the moves we execute. Custom linen tailoring on the island suit. Wanna in the villa, private landing strip. Got parked in Monaco, take another trip. We don't pay the toll when we on the sea. International protection for the family tree. Yeah, neutral territory. Get the asset locked. Multilingual bankers on the private dock. Everything cryptic, everything clean. Living like a king inside a blue marine. Yeah. Sailing through the offshore breeze, moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, offshore, tax-free status on the private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score. Zero friction when we stepping through the door. Offshore, offshore, floating out of rain. Liquid assets moving through the global chain. Offshore, offshore, island sovereign power, stacking up the equity every single hour. Ocean, 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 offshore, floating on 100-foot hold. Never let the motion of the energy get dulled. Till the captain head to Zurich, then we fly to Dubai. I am a global sovereign entity, I'm touching the sky. Yeah, spider on the deck, diamond sparkling clear. Moving through the water with no single fear. Or someone did it, break this on a wave. Stacking up the gold inside an underwater cave. I float on the current and follow the tide. $50 million plea, taking it nationwide. Slum on the yacht, but I'm keeping it raw. International waters, my word is the law. Yeah, double check the wide, double check the account. Watching every single balance at a higher amount. I am the ocean, I'm setting the wave. Carving out a legacy, displayed in the grave. Sovereign status on the passport seal. Everything we talking is 100% real. Sovereign entity, living out of reach. Toasting crystal glasses on a private beach. Flash, unregulated freedom, liquid assets flow. YSL the on it, running the whole show. Sailing through the offshore breeze, moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, tax-free status on the private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score. Zero friction when we stepping through the door. Offshore, offshore, floating out of rain. Liquid assets moving through the global chain. Offshore, offshore, island sovereign power, stacking up the equity every single hour. Offshore, sovereign mobility, sailing past the horizon. Floating past the border, international waters, sovereign state. Offshore, zero tax, zero friction, fully liquid, fully free. Wheezy, take it out to deep water. Sailing through the offshore breeze, moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, tax-free status on on a private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score. Zero friction when we stepping through the door. Offshore, floating out of range. Liquid assets moving through the global chain. Offshore, island sovereign power, stacking up the equity every single hour. Anchor drop that in the Cayman Bay, sipping coconut water while the digits play. No jurisdiction on the moves we execute, cause I'm Linen Tailoring on the island suit. Wanna interville a private landing strip. Part of Monaco taking another trip. We don't pay the toll when we on the seat. International protection for the family tree. Neutral territory, keep the asset locked. Multilingual bankers on a private dot. Everything in cricket, everything clean. Living like a king inside of blue marines. Sailing through the offshore breeze. Moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, tax-free status on a private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score. Zero friction when we stepping through the door. Offshore, floating out of range. Liquid assets moving through the global chain. Offshore, island sovereign power, stacking up the equity every single hour. Offshore, floating on 100-foot hole. Never let the motion or the energy get dull. Told the captain head to Zurich, then we fly to Dubai. I am a global sovereign entity, I'm touching the sky. Spinal on the deck, diamond sparkling clear. Moving through the water with no single fear. Or some organic breaks on our way. Stacking up the gold inside an underwater cave. I float on the current, I don't follow the tide. $50 million play, taking it nationwide. Slime on a yacht, but I'm keeping it raw. International waters, my word in the law, Double check the wire, double check the account. Watching every single balance at a higher amount. I am the ocean air, setting it away. Carving out the legacy that paved in the grave. Sovereign status on the passport seal. Everything we talking is 100% real. Sovereign entity, living out of reach. Toasted crystal glasses on a private beach. Unregulated freedom, liquid assets flow. YSL the army running the whole show. Offshore breeze, moving capital across the 7 seas. Offshore, tax-free status on a private shore. Island holding company, we need some more. Multi-currency accounts, we keep the score.